White at the Emirates Stadium. People still taking their seats as Felix Brick, the referee, blows the whistle. And Arsenal get us underway. Arsenal missing Hector Bayer in the score sheet. Here's Meunier with the cross in towards Cavani.
Oh, just a fraction away from...
In from Lucas. Cavani with the header, and it's off the line by Kieran Gibbs. Well, first anxious moment of the game there at either end. Here it is once more.
And you see that it's actually off the shin of Silva. But again, you cannot allow Cavani that sort of space. But Gibbs doing
in Championship during the summer in France. Now Thiago Silva deciding to leave it to Thiago Motta. Flag stays down. Here's Matuidi, and then at the far post, it's Edinson Cavani who puts PSG ahead, just as he did on match day 1. Arsenal 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
Well, there's that change of pace that has completely wrong-footed the Arsenal rearguard, in particular Mustafi on the right-hand side of the defence. Ball played down the side of Matuidi. There's no pressure on Motta. He picks Matuidi's run. You can see he's just asking for it to be played down the side of him, spins away from Mustafi, and then there's the goal scorer supreme. Cavani just knows that that ball's coming across the 6-yard box. He has to get in now, and he throws himself in to get the faintest of touches, but the all-important touch to put PSG in front.
Well, delight for Edinson Cavani. It's his 16th goal for the Parisians this season already. Curling that in towards Giroud's head. Little touch there from Ramsey. They're claiming a handball. Referee looked pretty well.
And this is the incident. No, I don't think that there was any intention from Blaise Matuidi to handle the ball. Just here, a flick from Ramsey, hits him on almost the left shoulder.
Krikoviak turning into trouble, turning into Giroud, collected now by Mesut Ozil, into Alexis Sanchez. Good play by Sanchez. Down he goes. Arsenal want a penalty. Felix Brick has given it, but he had a little think about it first.
I'm not so sure the referee's actually given this. I think it's his assistant that's made his mind up for it, because I don't think Felix Brick actually saw him take Sanchez's legs away from him. Krikoviak's the one's caught. Clever reverse pass from Ozil. Just watch here as he cuts back inside. Maybe it's just the slightest touch on his standing right foot there. No, none at all.
First half here with a disputed penalty kick. Olivier Giroud finds the back of the net. And Arsenal, who've been second best during the first half, are level. It was Giroud who scored the equalising goal in Paris. He's done the same again at the Emirates tonight. It's Arsenal 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1, with half-time on the horizon.
Well, we talked about the two men in form. Cavani opened the scoring for PSG, and Giroud stepped up. Whether it's good fortune or not, you still have to take on the responsibility. Giroud has done that, and he's made this game all square.
Well, Giroud, who equalised right at the end at Old Trafford on Saturday against Manchester United, scores from the penalty spot, right on the stroke of half-time.
Post-game show coming up when this one's in the books. Now back out to Simon Brotherton and Clive Allen.
That penalty decision and the strike from Giroud.
The wall. Cavani and Lucas, the two players near the ball. Cavani leaves it. Lucas takes. Oh, and smacks the top of the bar.
Well, Ospina was stuck to the ground. There was no way he was going to get across to keep this out had it been on target. And as you see, it just rips off the top of the crossbar.
Ospina left standing. Back on his feet, back in the game. Defending to do here. Jenkinson forward. Better ball in towards Sanchez. And now it's with Giroud, and the block is made by Marquinhos, and it's away. Here now is Sanchez roaming around the field, enjoying the freedom. Lovely pass. Jenkinson into the centre. And the shot from Ramsey. It's ricocheted. Verratti.
Well, it was like pinball, wasn't it, in there? But it was the pace of the ball that was whipped in by Jenkinson. And in the end, I think it ricochets off of Marquinhos first, and then Verratti, before ending up in the back of the net.
And with just over half an hour to go, Arsenal ahead. They've turned the game around. Here's the goal again.
Yeah, it's Marquinhos' clearance that hits the shin, the left shin of Verratti, and then ends up in the bottom corner. You can see he can't do anything about it. He's trying to actually hop over the clearance, side-footed away, hits his left shin, and then it's in the bottom corner. Arsenal have turned this game around.
Well, it struck Marco Verratti there before he really knew what was going on. He could barely get out of the way. And Paris Saint-Germain, who certainly deflecting the ball into the back of his own net. Cavani, quick to shoot. And
not allowed PSG to dictate in the way that they did the first half.
Oh, Lucas sliding it forward, and Cavani could be in here as Ospina makes the save, and PSG are screaming for a penalty. And it has not been given by Felix Brick.
Well, I wondered if Cavani can stay on his feet, whether he's towed that ball past Ospina. Is there contact? If it is, it's minimal. I'm not so sure there's any push, any real contact.
Given away, though, by Giroud. Lucas Moura forward, and the flag going up. Well, it took a second or two before it did, but Cavani called up as offside.
Yeah, I think Cavani picked out by Moura here, but you can see Koscielny stepping up, got his timing to perfection. Cavani too young. Slight hamstring injury, but
as Thiago Motta lets one fly. Yeah, there was some discussion, wasn't there, about Alexis Sanchez trying to referee the game rather than get on with it. And Giroud takes it away from the Italian. Collected now by Sanchez with the ball into the far post, and it was Ramsey throwing everything at the ball.
First, it was fantastic closing down from Giroud to recuperate the ball. And then, is he going to pull the trigger? No, he just slides the ball to the left-hand side. Sanchez looking for the run of Ramsey, just can't quite get the final touch. But Verratti caught, Giroud, Ramsey. Good work from Arsenal closing down.
Well, Verratti there lost a little bit of ground.
Can't take a chance with that ball. Delivered by Maxwell to the back post. Ben Arthur's just starting to influence this game for PSG as well, the substitute.
Martin Ben Arthur, and the header goes in! From the far post, it's Lucas Moura.
I wonder if there was just a touch, Simon, as Lucas Moura, header totally unmarked at that back post, was heading goalward to take it away from Ospina.
And Paris Saint-Germain are back level at 2-2. Inside the last 15 minutes as the corner came over from Hatem Ben Arfa. Lucas Moura with the header, and it goes in, I think, off Alex Iwobi. There, who just inadvertently guides it past Ospina.
Yeah, I think Ospina's got it. There's not a great deal of power, but just that subtle little touch has deflected it past Ospina as he's about to claim it. That's an own goal. The second one tonight.
And a better guarantee of a potentially easier last 16 matches. Now Lucas sends the ball through to Edinson Cavani. And Cavani clear on goal. Can't put it over Ospina and into the back of the net. And Sanchez now, well, it really is end-to-end stuff. As Ramsey sends that one scudding wide of the post.
Well, the one thing is, Simon, both teams are going for the win. They both want to finish top of this group. Ramsey with the effort, drops kindly for him. Fortunately, he can't get it on target, as Edinson Cavani couldn't. That chip's going wide as well.
It's with Lucas, he's got Ben Arfa for support, and he whips the ball in, and it's just past the post from Cavani. What a breakaway.
Wonderful counter-attack from PSG. Won the ball on the edge of their own box, resulted with a cross that Cavani comes flying in on. Look at him at the top of the screen, and as that ball's delivered, he attacks the space. He's onside, timing of the run's perfect, did everything right but hit the target. If that header is on target, it's in the back of the net.
Oh, it was a sensational ball in from Lucas. Yeah, Clive.
Yeah, I think so. Two best teams in the group have battled it out. The game swung from end to end.
So it's PSG now on top of Group